is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Becca. This is Cosplay.and.books, the channel where I talk about books and then cosplay from the ones that I like the most. And today I am letting musicals pick my February TBR. So if you don't know, every single month I play a TBR game called TBR the Musical, where I let musicals decide what I'm going to read every month, and then, you know, I read them or not, maybe, who knows. So this month was a little chaotic because I have a video planned out that requires 5 different books and only one of them got onto this list. So that's fun. I love that for me. But before we get into February's TBR, I'm going to go through January and see what I read and what I didn't. So first off, well, actually in the way that I have it planned out, the first thing is Legally Blonde, which was a powerful female main character. For this, I picked One for My Enemy, and I did read that. For Wicked was Opposites Attract. I read Beta by M.T. Zimmy. For Maleficent, we had a purple cover, which I read Assistant to the Villain. And then music rehearsals, I had 2. I had Uranium Suite, which was space or space elements. I picked Cress. I'm still reading that. I still have about a week left, so I think I will get that one done. Maybe, we'll see. And then for Mad Yet, I had Time Travel or A Large Time Skip, and I had The Time Machine, which I don't think I'm gonna get to just because I am avoiding that book like the plague. So that's fun. But let's get into this month's TBR. I don't have much to do this month. I do have technically 2 readathons that I'm participating in, which is, the first one is Bookemon, which I'm participating in all year because it's a year-long readathon. And the second, which is only for February, is Battle of the Girl Bands, hosted by Rainy over at Rainy Blue Reads. So I will link both of those down in the description below if you want to go check them out. So let's get into this chaos. The first roll is a 2. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Alright. Okay, so we got Epic, which is a mythology. And we have to add another roll to our board. That's great. So, first roll was a little chaotic. The first roll was already a callback, and if you don't know the rules of this game, apologies. But the callback space basically means that I have to both pick an audition card, which I have right here, and then I have to add another roll. So this month I started with 6 rolls because I didn't finish my TBR from January, but I had to add a 7th roll as like a punishment for landing on the callback space. But anyway, the card that we got from this callback was Epic, which the prompt is that is a mythology, because if you don't know what Epic is, it is kind of more of like a TikTok musical technically, which I don't really know if that counts as a musical. I count it because I enjoy it. So my game, my rules. But it is essentially a like Greek mythology musical, similar to like the Percy Jackson musical in a way, but it follows Odysseus, and it has, as of right now, it has 3 sagas, and it follows his journey trying to go back home to his wife and child, and he encounters many of the Greek gods and goddesses, including like Athena and Poseidon, as well as monsters like Cyclops and probably others that I can't think of right now. But I really enjoy this musical. It's one of my favorites. So obviously that is why the prompt is mythology. I didn't put Greek mythology because like I have other mythology books, but I ended up picking a Greek mythology book anyway. So for this prompt, I ended up picking Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Sea of Monsters. This is the 2nd book in the Percy Jackson series. I meant to read it in December and never got to it, but I'm excited to read this. I really enjoyed the first one, and so I want to read it. So that is what I picked. All right, the second one is a 3. 1, 2, 3. Legally Blonde. We got Legally Blonde last month too. Next is a prompt that I got last month too, which is Legally Blonde, which is a powerful female main character. For this, I picked The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. This is about a witch, obviously. Basically, it is about a witch named Clara whose magic is tied to every season, and basically she doesn't really want it in the beginning. She doesn't really want the magic because it's wild and it's violent, and she ends up getting mentored by this guy, and they fall in love. Also, look how pretty this is. I'm in love. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Love it. Anyway, so yes, that is what I'm doing for Legally Blonde. Third roll. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, Beauty and the Beast, which is a pretty cover. Next up, we got Beauty and the Beast, which is a pretty cover. For this, I had a couple of options, but I ended up going with Wish of the Wicked by Danielle Page. This is like a Cinderella retelling, like a dark Cinderella retelling, told of the perspective of the fairy godmother, who is part of this family of like other fairy godmothers or fairy magical people, and she is the only one that survives this sort of like massacre that happens. And so she dreams of revenge on the queen that like let the massacre happen to her family. So she is trying to reach the son, or the queen, through her son, and so she basically takes the fact that Cinderella wants to go to the ball as sort of her gateway to get to the prince and, you know, cause some havoc. And I'm very excited to read this. It sounds very good. The fourth roll. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Cast list. So we got Lydia from Beetle Juice. So we either have a strained family relationship, a dark cover, or a serious main character. Next up, we had a cast list card, which is, you know, the three different prompts to choose from. So we got Lydia Dietz from Beetle Juice. So the prompts are strained family relationship, a dark cover, or a serious main character. I ended up going with a dark cover, I believe is what I went with, right? Yeah, a dark cover. And for that, I went with House of Roots and Ruin. It's not super dark, but it's dark enough. You'll see why I picked this in just a second. But basically, this is the sequel to House of Salt and Sorrow, and I really enjoyed that book. This is about the youngest sister, Verity, and she is older now, I believe. I believe she's older than she was in the beginning, like the first book. And now she is still seeing like ghosts that she saw in the first book, and she's trying to figure out why or something, or she's trying to make it stop. So sounds very interesting. All right, fifth roll. 3, 1, 2, 3. Are you kidding me? Is this gonna be a repeat of, what was it, November? Or no, not November. Yes, November. All right, we only have Something Rotten, a funny book. Next up, we got another callback space. So the card that we got was Something Rotten, which is a funny book. For this, I picked Spy Family Volume 5, which is the 5th volume in the Spy Family series. This series is about a spy named Twilight, or Lloyd. His real name is Lloyd. But he basically gets put on this mission to destroy a target, and the way to get to him is to get through his son, and so he needs a family, and so he adopts a little girl named Anya, who is secretly a telepath. He doesn't know that, but she is. And then he ends up like fake marrying a woman named Yor, who is secretly an assassin. And none of them really know that of each other. Like, no one knows that Anya is a telepath, and Yor doesn't know that Lloyd is a spy, and Lloyd doesn't know that Yor is an assassin, but Anya knows both because she's a telepath. So I do still have to read 3 and 4 to get to 5, but the number 5 is for a video project, so I need to put that one on, and plus they're short. They take me like an hour to read one, so it'll be fine. Great. Our 6th roll. We have to do 8 now. I swear if we get another callback, I'm gonna cry. Okay, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rehearsal. Alright, we have What About Love? I Never Mentioned Love. The Timing's Bad, I Know. This is from Legally Blonde, and the prompt is Friends to Lovers. So, next up we got a music rehearsal, and the music was What About Love? I Never Mentioned Love. The Timing's Bad, I Know. This is from Legally Blonde, from the musical Legally Blonde, and the prompt is Friends to Lovers. So here's a little rule that I made back when I made this game that I almost forgot about, which is if you get two things of the same musical, so like the show and then a music, then you have to combine the prompts into one book. So I will still be reading The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin, because I believe it's kind of like a mentors to lovers, but they're still decently friends. I'm counting it because I really want to read this book. But I forgot about that rule. So we're gonna have to read The Nature of Witches for both of them. Rule number 7, 1, Beetle Juice. And ironically, one after another, I get another one that I have to combine. For this I got Beetle Juice, which is Paranormal Elements, and obviously for that I picked House of Roots and Ruin because that's what I picked originally, because obviously our main character Verity can see ghosts, so she'll end up seeing ghosts throughout this entire book, and that has paranormal. That's paranormal enough. So we're counting it. This is what is hopefully the last roll. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I do that again? I didn't prepare myself for this. I'm gonna roll again because we already have the blonde on there. You know? Or should we just repeat it? I'll roll again. I don't know what to do in this situation. I didn't plan for this. Oh no. Let me re-roll that. 8. Okay, I got the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We have Love's Labour's Lost, which is a Shakespeare retelling. And the last book for the TBR is Love's Labour's Lost, which is a Shakespeare retelling because Love's Labour's Lost is a musical that is based off of a Shakespeare play. So for this I picked Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. This is a retelling of Antony and Cleopatra, which I've never actually read the original of, and I don't really know the story. But I love Chloe Gong's books, and I'm very excited to read this one. Alright, so that is my February TBR, the musical. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below what's on your February TBR, and make sure to hit that subscribe button while you're down there, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!